Hello, welcome to my corner of the room and gentle yoga. My name is Rebecca and I usually teach at Supernova Yoga in Calumet, Michigan, way up in the Keweenaw Peninsula, but alas, we cannot meet for a while. But I'm welcoming this opportunity to connect with friends all over the world, including friends, family in Japan, New Zealand, and Tunisia, just a few of the places that I know I have friends watching right now. Thank you for joining me on my first online videotaped yoga class. It's very different than having people right in front of you connecting with you. So I'm glad you joined me today. If this is your first class, this is a gentle yoga class for all ages and abilities. I promise you can do these poses with me. Please join me here on the mat. And before we start, you will need a blanket or a large towel to sit on. So you want to have it about, well, this maybe is 4 inches, 3 inches. And we're going to be sitting on that, on the corner, cross-legged, allowing your legs to fall open. Now, before I start any class, I share intentions with the whole class. So this can be a fun thing to do with your family right now. Get yourself some index cards, write down positive sayings, intentions on them. And you can go Google positive sayings, intentions online, and then write them down on index cards, and then draw a new one every day. And you can make it a game. My folks say, call it a game. And you can make it kind of like a game. And draw a card. So this is mine today. I'm worthy. There you go. So, and that one will be sitting out for me to look at. I am worthy. You do that at home later. So yoga is all about quieting the mind. And I had a friend ask on Facebook about a week ago, what do I do for anxiety? What can help with anxiety? And I typed back, yoga, yoga, yoga. It's the best thing. That's the purpose of yoga, to quiet our mind so we can just be. And if you find yourself getting stressed, shut down everything and just come to the mat with me. This YouTube video will be up, but if you're watching this at the designated time that I talked about being on Facebook Live at the same time, you can ask me questions on Facebook Live while this is going on. So feel free to put a shout out, but I didn't want to do a Facebook Live for yoga because yoga is about quieting, and you can't do that with questions coming to you, with the distractions of the outside world. So that's what we're doing today. Create your corner of the room, and literally, this is the corner. The rest of the room, the dogs, the cats are in. I have a very small space, but make that space your space. So join me here, cross-legged, and yoga is all about the breath. So we're going to take the next couple of minutes on centering ourselves around our breath. So quieting yourself, sitting up nice and tall, pull those shoulders back, turn over the palms and let them rest comfortably on your legs in your lap. Start breathing through the nose and exhaling through the nose. As you breathe in, you're pulling air into your lower abdomen, into your chest cavity. You feel it in your collarbone and even that space behind your neck. You exhale 4 counts through the nose. So inhale for 4 and exhale for 4. And if you can only make it to 3, that's fine, but make sure you also exhale for 3. Close our eyes. Sitting up nice and tall, the shoulders are relaxed, the face is relaxed. That space behind the brow, if you're getting some furrowed brow, that's what it is. Relax that area. Your cheekbones. You might have other thoughts coming to your mind, to-do list. Push those away. We're focusing here. Relaxing the mouth and the jaw. For a moment, you might want to take your tongue and press it against the top of the roof of your mouth. This will allow your jaw to relax, and then let the tongue go loose. On the next inhale, swing your arms open away from your body, and then raise them up toward the ceiling, pressing the palms of your hands together, and then exhaling them to your heart center, keeping the spine nice and tall, tucking the chin. Again, we're following a breath. Inhale. Look up between the thumbs, press the palms together. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale and exhale. So you inhale your arms up, the shoulders remain down. So we're not pulling them up towards our ears, we're leaving them down and exhaling. Inhale. Pressing them together. Exhale to heart center. Inhale up. And then exhale, turn the palms over, push them down. Take them behind the back, tuck the chin, interlace the fingers together, and pull your arms away from your body as you're tucking your chin. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And release the arms. Inhale, bring them up. Press those palms together again. Bring them back to heart center on the exhale. Inhale up. This time, take that right hand to the back as you exhale. The left hand goes to the right knee. We're looking over that back shoulder, tucking the chin in, sitting up nice and tall. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Nice spinal twist. Warming up that spine. For added twist, you can take your hand to the outside of your leg and kind of push against it. And inhale, arms come up. And turn the palms down. Exhale to the other side. The right hand goes to the left knee, twisting to the back. Tucking the chin in. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And release. Inhale those arms up. And press those palms together. Bring the hands to heart center. Tuck the chin. And then let the legs, the hands just rest on the lap. As we inhale up, we're going to arch our back, looking up. Pull those shoulders back, and then exhale. Tucking the chin in toward the chest, collapsing. And inhale, shoulders come back. Feeling that nice stretch on the throat as we inhale, exhale. Tucking the chin, tug on the back of the neck. Inhale. And exhale. And sitting up nice and tall. Take your right ear, drop it over your right shoulder, and then tuck the chin in toward the chest. Sitting up nice and tall, the opposite hand goes away from the body. The fingertips are pointing up toward the ceiling. The shoulders are relaxed, small circles toward the front of the room, keeping that chin tucked. Now, as we do this, let's remember our breath as we inhale for 4 counts. Exhale for 4. Let's change that circle to the other direction, behind. And we're keeping the circle kind of small at the beginning, pressing through with the palm of the hands. Keep that ear over the shoulder, chin tucked in. As we inhale, imagine that we're bringing air into the space on the side of the neck that we just opened up, sending oxygen into that cavity. Now make that circle a little bit bigger. We're going to engage that shoulder very deliberately. Inhale up, big circle. Exhale. Keep the ear over the shoulder. Wind that circle down. And inhale, bring the hand to the lap. Look up toward the ceiling, pull the shoulders back. And exhale. Rolling back, looking at the chest. Inhale, up, pulling the shoulders back. And exhale, looking at the chest. Collapsing the spine. Inhale nice and straight. Then take your left ear, drop it over the left shoulder, tucking the chin in toward the chest. Opposite hand goes out, circles toward the front of the room. Nice and deliberate, 4 counts. Breathe, breathe, breathe. See if we can put a nice smile on our face. Can you smile? Can you laugh? Ah, yes. The world is a brighter place when you smile. Breathe, breathe, breathe. 4 counts. Now change direction of that circle. Take it to the back of the room. Spine should be nice and straight. Don't collapse the spine. There's so much to think about. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Now engaging that shoulder, make that a bigger circle. Imagine doing a backstroke. Nice, imagine doing that in nice warm water. And wind that circle down. As we do so, imagine breathing air into this cavity and this side of the neck. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And inhale that hand to the lap. Look up. Pull those shoulders back. And exhale, rolling back. Look at the chest. Shoulders come forward. And inhale up. Well, I hope you're warming up and you're feeling a little bit more relaxed now. Come off your blanket or your towel. Bring the legs out front, and you might want to have them straighten out right here. We were sitting cross-legged for a little bit, so your legs might be a little tight, needing to get some energy into them. Make a fist. Just wake up the side of the thighs. Back here on the glutes. Tops and inside. Other leg. Can you reach down? Can you do that to your calves? Sure you can. Let's do it on the other one too. There. All right. Now take those soles of your feet to the edge of your mat. If you don't have a mat, they're roughly, as you can see, about maybe a 33-degree angle, less than 45. Use your hands to support you in back. And then we're dropping our knees from side to side. As we drop the knees, this knee is going to fall right about where the instep is. We're doing some hip opening exercises by just dropping those knees side to side. And again, we're following our breath, inhaling up and exhaling over. So, if you're not doing this in a regular yoga class, and yoga is about quieting the mind. So if you're doing stretches while you're watching TV, that really doesn't qualify as yoga. But it's good for you, nonetheless. But really the focus is to quiet the mind. Now drop both knees to the side. As you can see, I'm in this position. My knee is still at the instep. I take this foot and I pull it to the back. I square my hips to the front of the mat. From here, I'm going to inhale up, just lean back a little bit and look up. Exhale, come forward, rock forward. Bring your hands on the mat in front of you. Inhale, behind, and exhale, forward. Now, if you want to, you can rock this pose. You can take your leg, your hand right underneath your knee here, and you can grab your back ankle, top of your foot, and rock this if you'd like to. Inhale and exhale. I hope you're still doing this with me. Now, this might be harder for you. This can tend to be harder for men specifically. So if you find that this is hard, you can bring that leg to the front. And if you're watching this and during the live Facebook Live, you can ask me questions for any modifications to any poses, and I'll be watching those. So I will be answering those in real time. Now, sitting up, we're going to take the hand off of the knee and place it along the side of the body. The opposite arm comes out to the side. We're facing the front of the room, squared. Our hips are squared. Our shoulders are relaxed, and we put a little bend into our elbow and open up those fingers and the palm. We're going to inhale that hand up. As we exhale, we're going to move our hip forward, bringing the hand across to the other side. And you'll feel a little stretch as we do so. Inhale up and exhale. Hip comes forward. I like to think of this as a beautiful, almost like a Tai Chi movement. This hand moving slowly across the front of the body. Our palms are facing up. Now, my yoga instructor, Tiffany, who I took yoga teacher training from, talked about having a feather on this palm. And imagine that if we move too fast, that feather is just going to fly off. If we roll our palm, it's going to roll off. So imagine that we're transporting this feather that floats down from the sky to the other side. And maybe at the other side, we gently let it roll off our hand. Inhaling and exhaling. Now come to this side of the mat. You might want to use your blanket for this. Come down on our forearms. And we're twisting our body so we're squared to the side. Tell yourself to let go of any muscle tension that you're feeling in the back glutes, the thighs, lower back. Sometimes we want to hold our muscles instead of letting them relax. So we're constantly clenching muscles that don't need to be clenched. And relaxing here. Now this is a good time for us to take a cleansing breath. As we inhale deeply through our nose, we will exhale through our mouth onto the mat below. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more time, big inhale and exhale. Let's hear you. Come on. And then continue breathing through the nose. Let that head dangle. Let it go. And push ourselves back up. Oh, you might feel a little bit there. That releases a lot of toxins. It's a very strong stretch. I don't know if strong stretch is the right word, but you will feel, maybe you feel a little funny. Well, make sure after this practice that you drink a lot of water. And even though it looks like we're doing just gentle things, we're really activating a lot of the body. So you'll be sure to drink water, be gentle with yourself. Inhale up, exhale over. One more time. Now take the hand to the front. The thumb is pointed up. There's a modification to this. I'm going to show you the modification first. Is take the hand a little bit to the back and let the elbow give to the back. So my elbow is giving, and let this arm just fall to the back of the room. Let the head fall. And exhale back to center. Now, if you'd like to, you can come up on your knees. Inhale, come up on your knees, push those hips forward. Let the arm fall back as you push the hips forward. Nice little inversion. Exhale. I'll do this a couple more times. Inhale, up. And exhale. One more time. Big inhale up. Push those hips forward. And exhale. There you go. And bring that leg forward. We're going to stay right here in seated tree position. Now, when we just did this little kind of a back bend inversion, back bends, inversion poses are very good for depression. So if you're feeling a little depressed, that's a pose that it's a supported, like a supported back bend, and that will help with depression that you're having. So try that out. It might be helpful to you. There's a lot of reasons right now people are depressed. So exhale over that straight leg. Nice little stretch in the hamstrings, calves. Now take your hand, that's the inner hand, reach toward your toe. Now, I want you to make a window, bring the elbow up, look under your window. The other hand can support you in this posture, or you can bring it to your lap, palm up, and stretch toward those toes. Oh, that's a great side stretch. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And then exhale again over that straight leg. And you might have found that you can stretch a little deeper over that straight leg by doing that stretch. And bring the legs to the front. Shake them out. And then bring the feet to the edge of the mat, dropping those knees again from side to side. And we're going to do what we just did, that little sequence on the other side. Inhale up, exhale over. Inhale up, exhale over. And now I'm forgetting which side I was on. Oh, now I remember. You have to drop the knees this way. And as we inhale up, let's lean back. And exhale, come forward. Inhale. Again, if you need to modify, if it's too hard for you to put your leg back, bring that forward. You can gently rock it in this position by coming forward and back. If you want to rock a little bit more, just be careful that you're not grabbing onto your knee and you don't want to be grabbing onto the kneecap or anything like that. So I'm below the knee. Inhale and exhale. And again, I have to tell myself, smile, smile, smile. All right, now take that hand to the side, squaring the hips toward the front of the mat. Other hand comes to the side. Inhale, oh, I'm leaning a little bit more. Inhale and then exhale, that hip comes forward, the arm comes across. And throwing that little feather off. Concentrating on the feather, concentrating on spreading your fingers wide. And of course, your breath. Breathe. As I exhale, I'm capturing the breath at the back of my throat into what we call the enlightened Darth Vader breath. Somebody just told me that. I thought that was very appropriate. Now, the next time you come around to this side, grab your blanket, come down on your forearms, and just hang out here for a little bit with me. Let your neck relax. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Again, as we're in this semi-twist, think about releasing all the muscles in your legs, in your lower back, your glutes. Where are you holding tension? Send some good energy and oxygen to that spot. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And remember, if this is a little discomfort, remind yourself to release the muscles in your face, Release any tension there in your jaw. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And push yourself up. Give yourself a moment to recover from that pose. As I said before, you might be releasing a lot of toxins in your body. You might feel a little bit off, but that's to be expected, so don't be alarmed by that. Just remember again to drink a lot of water because that helps to flush the toxins out of your body. And open up that arm again, that hand, palm. Exhale the hand over. And inhale it to the center. Now again, there's two, you can stay here and just bring the arm over your head, or you can come up on your knees, pushing those hips forward and letting the arm fall to the back for a nice inverted pose. And exhale. Again, inhale, pushing those hips forward, letting the arm fall behind. Exhale. And I hope my microphone is working well for you all. Inhale up. And exhale. Very good. Now inhale that leg from the back to the front for a seated tree. Bring those arms up and exhale over that straight leg. You can flex the foot just a bit. Now make a little window with that interior arm. Look under that window. Now if you want to, you can leave your hand here, or you can bring the hand on the lap. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Oh, this is a good stretch. I certainly needed the stretch. Breathe, 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 and then exhale over that straight leg. And inhale up. Bring those legs to the front for just a second. Shake them out. Now cross the legs again. And I'm going to turn to the side so you can see my side profile. We're going to come forward onto our knees and our hands. Now we're in a tabletop position. So here we are at tabletop, and you can see that my wrists are under my shoulders. My knees should be under my hips, and my feet are right behind my legs. So if you look between your legs, you shouldn't be able to see your toes. Okay, they should be tucked behind your knees. You don't want them out here either, so you want to be nice and supported. Your hands are going to be spread wide, so really concentrate on pushing those fingers into the mat, engaging the abdominal muscles here. So we're pulling that abdomen up. We don't want to be our belly sagging. We're pulling that up. We're nice and strong, and our back is nice and strong. All right, inhale, and as we inhale, we're going to look up and collapse our belly, pulling our shoulders back, and then exhale, pushing away from that mat, tucking the chin. Inhale, looking up, and pushing away. Couple more times, following our breath. Inhale on the up. Exhale. Crunching, looking at the belly. And inhale. Now as we exhale, take those knees to the edge of your mat. Bring the toes together and sit back on your heels for child's pose. Now, here you can reach forward with your hands, and we want to stretch. I'm sorry if I'm making too much noise with the microphone. We want to stretch under your arms. So, stretching here, come up on your fingers and really pull. We're pulling forward, we're reaching almost like a cat stretching on a screen door. At the same time, we're pushing back into our heels. Now, here ideally you want to drop your forehead to the mat, making contact. This is called child's pose, and it's a soothing pose, and anytime that you're feeling stress, you might want to try going to child's pose. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And then come up. Back on all fours. Take that right foot to the back, up on your toes. We're pushing through at the heel for a nice calf stretch. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And bring it down. Other side. Come up on your toes, push back for a nice calf stretch. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Hold it. And drop the knees to the mat. Take the knees wide, bring the toes together. Again, sit back into child's pose. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And then come forward, back to tabletop position. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, pushing away from the mat. Inhale up. Exhale, push away. And come back down into a seated position. Now from here, we're going to go back on our backs. So you might need, or you might want to have your blanket with you as well. Sometimes it's nice to have a little extra comfort, warmth. But roll back to your back. Grab both knees and hug them into the chest. And just breathe. Now take both knees in your hand and then small circles for a nice lower back massage. Change direction. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Drop that left foot to the mat. The right foot comes up toward the ceiling, and we're going to point and flex the toe as we move it into a circle. Again, be mindful of our breath. Think about making contact with the mat, your spine making contact with the mat. Point and flex that toe. Now change direction. Our ankles often get ignored. Point, flex. Now take the outside of that right foot and place it just above the left knee. Now we're going to inhale the left foot and leg off of the floor. Reach behind that left leg, pull it into the chest. As we do this, we're stretching the right leg. That knee, be mindful of that knee, that you're not pulling on your right knee at all. You can give yourself more or less a stretch by how much you pull your left leg into your body. This is your practice. You're listening to your body. So anytime you feel any, you should not feel any pain. It might feel like a tug, but we do not want any kind of pain. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Relaxing your shoulders, your spine. Now drop your left foot to the floor. Keep your right foot right where it is. You're going to slide your left leg long and the right foot is going to follow. So your toes fall and your foot falls to the outside of your leg. So you're bringing it across. Now you reach up with your left hand and kind of guide that knee toward the mat. We're kind of rolling over to the side. Our right hand, you can see my right hand reaches in the opposite direction. Just reaching. Nice stretch here. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Now, you can turn and look over your shoulder toward that hand that's reaching away. Let that leg or that shoulder kind of melt into the mat. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And then rolling back to our back. Hug those knees into the chest and small circles. and drop that right foot to the floor. Bring that left foot up to the ceiling and point and flex that toe. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And change direction. Point and flex. Take that outside of that left foot, place it right above the right knee. Inhale that leg up and hug that knee into the chest. It's reclined pigeon pose. Breathe, breathe, breathe. This is a rather intense stretch on the glutes. Probably are feeling it. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Nice deep breaths. Again, you can adjust this by how much you pull this into your chest. And drop that foot to the floor. Slide that right leg long. The left foot falls to the outside. You reach up with that right hand and guide that knee to the floor. As you reach away from the body, look over that shoulder. Now, my blanket just happened to be on that side next to me. You might want to put your blanket so it meets that knee. If you can't go all the way to the floor, that's a nice assist. And look over that shoulder and breathe. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And as you're in this position, you're going to feel that your muscles want to tighten up. Consciously tell them to relax. Now roll back onto your back. That was our final pose. So we're going to do a nice lower back massage. Our next pose will be Shavasana. It's also called corpse pose, but don't let that scare you. Lower back massage. Now, let the legs go long. Let the arms go over the head. If you're feeling like you need to do one final pose, you might want to do maybe a little lower back massage again, or a pose that I like to do. The last one is a happy baby pose. So put both feet up, let the legs fall to the outside of the body, reach up with the hands and grab those feet. Woohoo! It's called happy baby, and you know why. Some people call it dead bug pose. Have you ever seen a beetle? Well, happy baby sounds a lot better to me, so happy baby, yay, yay. That's nice to get the willies out, because the next pose we're going to do is our Shavasana. So you might want to grab a blanket and put that over you. And the palms are up. The palms are up. The arms are away to let your shoulders fall back. So some people might feel good in this position. Some people need to have their arms farther apart. That's all depending on your body type. Hopefully now though, your back is more relaxed. If you feel like you cannot make contact, as you can see, I'm still sort of have a hollow space here. Well, that's not what we want. We want to be able to push our back, our spine into the mat. So that's sort of what we're aiming for, that we can be relaxed enough that our spine just melts. So I'm not there yet. So one of the things I'm going to do is let my knees fall side to side again. My arms are outstretched. We did this earlier. My feet are at the edge of the mat, and I'm just dropping them from side to side. Now I'm going to drop my knees to the front. My foot on the bottom, I'm going to bring to the top. I'm going to hang out here in this position and let my legs just relax. So breathe, breathe, breathe. And I'm sorry if you were expecting Shavasana and I fooled you, but I need to take one more pose. So we're relaxing our muscles in the groin. Breathe, breathe, breathe. You can hang out here a little longer or drop the knees from side to side and drop them to the back of the room. Again, lift this back leg a foot up and bring it on top of the knee and stretching out our groin. That was the last pose. So take the legs again. Let the legs, feet fall open where they may. Let the hands, palms facing up, the shoulders melt into the mat. And this is your time to relax here for the next 5 or 10 minutes, whatever you need to take. You can pause the video right now and give this time to yourself. And when you're ready, you can press play again. And when you press play now, come back up into a seated position, crossing your legs, facing me here. Inhale up, bringing the palms up, hands to heart position, tucking the chin. Again, big inhale up, arms come up, looking up. Exhale, hands to heart center. One more time. Inhale up. Holding the hands and arms up, shoulders are relaxed, we're looking up. Breathe. And exhale, pushing those hands down One last time, inhale up. Bring the arms wide, palms facing forward. Opening our hearts up, opening our mind up, and embracing the light and the love that is present in this world. Opening our eyes up to the beauty and the light that is in this world. And I thank you for joining me here this day, and I hope you feel better, and I hope you have a bright outlook today. Namaste, and join me here soon for more yoga from my corner of the room. And peace.